and foremost.
You know what happened. Yeah, exactly.
I do. I won't give it away.
Delighted to say we're joined by actors Snaz, Nair and Aysha Carla here with us now, alongside, of course, the author who we mentioned already, Amit, Dhand. Welcome, everybody.
Thank you.
I have never seen Bradford look quite so glossy and glamorous.
That's what we wanted.
That's not the right thing to say.
Yeah.
Tell us about it. Tell us about how Bradford is almost like one of the stars of the show.
Oh, it absolutely is. I mean, you know, as Amit will tell you, he was very much inspired by this Gotham-esque theme, and we were fortunate enough to get Zimmer on the score, and, you know, it was just a wonderful backdrop for creating this kind of dark, beautiful and epic kind of backdrop, and it's the wonderful year to do it with it being City of Culture this year.
It's almost like Bradford is a character.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. And Amit's so passionate about the city of Bradford, so really it was part of the reasons why he wanted to write the books and make it into a show.
Yeah, I'm a Bradford lad. I've been there my whole life, and I was just really keen to put the city on the map in that kind of graphic novel, sort of super elevated, heightened way, and I think that's what we've done with VIRDEE.
And Amit, I know, I think as a kid, was it you said you were working and in a store, and one of the things you used to do was watch videos.
Yeah, so we had a video rental library, and
Yes.
on Monday nights my dad would go and play snooker and my mum would go to bed early, so I used to sneak downstairs and watch the Certificate 15 and 18 thrillers. And I watched Silence of the Lambs one evening, which was the most terrifying experience of my life.
On your own?
On my
At
own.
15?
I must have been... No, I was 12, I think. And just as Clarice goes into Buffalo Bill's house, there's a moth on screen, which lets her know he's the bad guy. And a fly flew across my vision. In the living room, I screamed, I ran into my mum's bedroom, woke her up, confessed what I'd done. Because there was no way I was sleeping alone that night.
But they inspired you.
They did, because that Saturday we went to Bradford Central Library and I found the book Silence of the Lambs, realised that movies could be adapted from books. And whereas I didn't finish the movie, I took the book out and I did finish the book. And I couldn't believe that... I kept reading, even though I was terrified, but I couldn't put it down. And my love affair with crime fiction was born, and I started writing the next day.
Stas, tell us about Detective Harry VIRDEE, because he's not like a detective we've seen on telly before, really, in lots of ways.
No, yeah, I mean, what I like about, I think, what we created with Harry VIRDEE is he leads with vulnerability and empathy. A lot of the times, detectives are kind of desensitised by their circumstances and heritable qualities wherever you're from. So,
Aysha, tell us about your character.
So I play Simon Hyatt, who's married to Harry. We meet them in a place where Harry really wants to rekindle a relationship with his family, but Simon's not quite sure that they really need to do that. And she sort of starts the programme in a family drama and she ends it in this sort of gangster, horror, crime thriller, and her whole world is flipped upside down. And she learns things about Harry that she couldn't have dreamed to be true. So, yeah, to play that journey was just amazing.
When you first read this or got, like, a hint that it might be coming, what did you think?
I mean, it was just so exciting. Firstly, to see, you know, a predominantly South Asian cast and a cast of characters who would exist in a place that weren't just about their culture. It was about a bigger world and this heightened, exciting world, and they're playing heroes and villains, and that was the thing that really drew me to the programme.
And the clip we just played, you said, I'm glad we reshot that. I wouldn't have thought you had time to reshoot.
We didn't.
No, we didn't have time. We still made it work.
But why did you have to reshoot it?
I forget what it was. It was either angles or within the dialogue, we didn't have some... It was one of the first scenes of seeing Harry and Riaz, his brother-in-law, together. And it's a very kind of important scene because we want the spectator to be like, what is their relationship? You can see there's a lot to it, but they kind of need to leave a little bit for the people to kind of figure out themselves. And what was nice is it was initially one of the first scenes we shot, and there it was the last scene we shot. So me and Vikash Bai, amazing actor, wonderful guy, him and I had really formed a bond by this point, so it was all there innately by that point. So I'm glad we reshot it. Thank you, Charlie.
You learn so much about your characters as the show goes on, and then you sort of go back and watch things and you go, oh no, we've learned so much. I think we need to do that again.
Yeah, 100%.
And you were lucky enough to do that again.
And I mean, you know, when you see these characters brought to life, what's that like for you?
That's incredible. Look, it's been 19 years in the process. I first wrote the words Harry VIRDEE in 2006 in the corner shop, sitting there, because we've got literally everything that you could ever want in terms of locations. So really exciting to see it come to life.
Worth the wait?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Worth a million words?
Yes, absolutely. Honestly, I wouldn't
Worth
have done it
another
any
series?
I wouldn't have done it any differently because I don't think we'd have got Hans Zimmer if we did it that way.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm a
How
real
did
believer.
you get Hans Zimmer?
Because I listen to him exclusively when I write. I put Hans Zimmer scores on, and I'd watched a BBC documentary where he said, quote unquote, when he writes his music, he does it for a character called Dorothy from Bradford, who's got a great coat. So I immediately wrote an email, said, "Dear Mr. Zimmer, I'm very a fan of yours, yada yada yada. I am from Bradford. I'm not called Dorothy, but I do have a great coat. I've never heard Hans Zimmer with a Bollywood twist. Do you fancy it?" And I sent that to my producer, who then sent it to the Zimmer team. And a week later, the theme tune arrived. And honestly, I just believe that you send stuff out into the universe and it comes back to you, because I had been obsessing about Hans Zimmer since 2006 when I first started writing. And I still do it. I listen exclusively to the Dark Knight score soundtrack when I write. And you can see that it's influenced the show and it influences the
Now
writing.
you've got your own theme tune to write to.
Yeah, honestly, it was an unbelievable moment when that arrived, and I'm just very grateful for, Snaz and Aysha have done an amazing job bringing it to life. And you write these characters in isolation, and it's all in your head, and then you kind of share it with the cast and crew, and they bring it to life. So it's been an incredible journey. I'm just very, very privileged to be here.
Thank you so much for coming in. It's great.
All of you.
having us.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
let's see, it starts VIRDEE Monday, the 10th of February, 9 o'clock here on BBC One. And then, of course, the whole thing's going to be on iPlayer on the same day.